A very good afternoon, all my dear students. Today we will see the odd and even functions. Why we need to study here odd and even functions? In the Fourier sine and cosine series, we need the even and odd function. That's why we will study these functions. So first of all, we will see what is the even and odd functions. Now let f of x be a function defined on an interval I which can be finite or infinite. फंक्शन इस तरह से डिफाइन है वो इंटरवल पे कि वो इंटरवल फाइनाइट एंड इनफाइनाइट दोनों भी वहां पे रह सकता है. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द नेचर ऑफ द फंक्शन. So we may write the function as if suppose the function is even, f of x is even function, if and only if f of minus x equals to f of x for all x belongs to I means integer values. अब f of minus x equals to f of x means what? We have to replace the function, we have to replace x by minus x in the original function, then you will get the original function as it is. Then we say that the function is even function. Now suppose f of x is odd function if and only f of minus x equals to minus f of x, means if we replace x by minus x in the original function, then that equals to the minus of original function for all x belongs to integer. Then we say that the function is odd function. For example, उसके कुछ examples देखते हैं. The function x square 7 3x4 3x to the power 4 minus 7 mod of x etc. These functions are the even function. If we replace any one of the function x by minus x, you will get the original function as it is. That's why we say that this is the even function. Examples of even function. And suppose if we replace this x 3x cube minus 3x cube minus x sin x in this function x by minus x, then the function is, if we replace x by minus x, you will get minus of x. If we replace x by minus x in sin x, you will get minus of sin x. So that's why this is the odd function. But e to the power x and log x are neither odd nor even. ये फंक्शन कैसे है? ये दोनों भी इवन भी नहीं है, ऑड भी नहीं है. मीन्स x को माइनस एक्स से रिप्लेस किया तो ओरिजिनल फंक्शन नहीं मिलेगा, या फिर x से माइनस एक्स से रिप्लेस किया तो माइनस ऑफ ओरिजिनल फंक्शन वो भी नहीं मिलता. दैट्स व्हाई वी से दैट द फंक्शन इज नाइदर odd nor even function. Some results we will see on odd and even functions. So first is odd plus minus odd, that is equals to odd. Even plus minus even, that is also even. Odd into odd, that is equals to even. Even into even, that is equals to even. Odd into even, that is equals to odd function. तो इस तरह के कुछ रिजल्ट्स है, इस बेसिस पे अपन फंक्शन को डिसाइड कर सकते हैं वेदर इट इज ऑड और इवन. इफ f of x is odd function, then the standard result is minus integration of minus a to plus a f of x dx equals to 0. अगर f of x odd function है तो उसका इंटीग्रेशन माइनस a to plus a इस रेंज के लिए क्या रहेगा? 0. सेकंड, f of x is even function. अगर सपोज f of x even function है तो वहां पे इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ माइनस a to plus a f of x dx equals to 2 times इंटीग्रेशन 0 to a f of x dx. तो इस तरह से वहां पे फंक्शन क्या मिलेगा? 2 times 0 to a f of x dx when f of x is even function. Now we will see the remarks on this odd and even function. Any function f of x can be expressed as sum of even and odd functions. So the f of x can be expressed as the even function plus odd function, where even function is 1 by 2 f of x plus f of minus x, that is even function. Odd function, that is 1 by 2 f of x minus f of minus x, that is odd function. If we replace this value in this equation, you will get this f of x as it is. So f of x can be expressed as the sum of odd and even function. Now we will see the example on that odd and even functions. For example, show that f of x is both odd and even if and only if it is identically 0. Let f of x be both odd and even function on an interval I. आपको गिवन क्या दिया है कि वहाँ पे फंक्शन ऑड भी है और इवन भी है और वहाँ से आपको शो करना इट इज आइडेंटिकली 0. कॉन्वर्सली अगर वो आइडेंटिकली 0 है तो वो दोनों भी रहेगा ऑड एंड इवन. तो अपन साइमल्टेनियसली उसको सॉल्व करेंगे. Let f of x be both odd and even function on the interval I, where I is integer. If and only if f of minus x, उसने दिया है कि f of x कैसा even function, तो even function को how to write? f of minus x equals to f of x, and odd function को कैसे लिखते हैं? f of minus x equals to minus f of x for all x belongs to the integer I. This implies if and only if we know that f of minus x equals to minus f of x, so we have to replace this f of minus x is minus of f of x, that is equals to f of x as it is for all x belongs to integer I. Then we have to replace this f of minus f of x to one side. You will get this 2 times f of x equals to 0 from if and only if this 2 goes to right hand side, you will get 0. 0 divided by 2 is 0. So f of x equals to 0 for all x belongs to I. It means that if f of x is odd and even, then we have show here that it is identically 0. So f of x equals to 0. Hence this is the result. That's we have to prove here the function is identically 0. So in this lecture, in this way we have seen that even an odd function, this is the requirement of sine and cosine series. In the Fourier series, this is the major role of even and odd function. That's why we have studied here the even and odd functions. So dear friends, today we have to stop here. Thank you very much.